Alright, hey guys. Today, I haven't made a video on this channel in I think a few months maybe, or maybe it's been about a month. So I wanted to make I still have no tripod, I still have to order that, but I wanted to make a EDC video where I just go through all my different stuff I've carried over the last year. Things have changed, the knives, different kind of things I carry, and just kind of talk about it. So I have all my stuff in this little box here. I'll just go over like knives and stuff first, because a lot of people like knives. So I started out 2018 carrying the Victorinox Hiker. I don't really carry like a folding knife other than just a Swiss Army knife. I don't really like knives that don't have more than just a knife. I like to have a lot of utility, and I don't really like Leathermans and stuff with pliers. I just don't like how they open. I just like the simplicity of a Swiss Army knife. So this is the Hiker. I'm not going to open up all the tools. It basically has bottle opener, can opener. It's got the Phillips instead of the corkscrew, a reamer. It has a saw. That's the main thing that makes it the Hiker model, and it has a blade and a backup blade. So it has a lot on it. It's a 3-layer knife, and over the year, over 2018 into the beginning of 2019, so about for a few months, I think, I've been carrying this new knife that I have. The main tools I used on this knife when I had it were the bottle opener and can opener, mainly for the screwdrivers. Those seem to work in Phillips as well as flathead screws, and then just the blade. So that's basically all I used out of this Swiss Army knife. I'd never really used the Phillips, and I also used the toothpick and tweezers, mainly the tweezers for removing splinters, little shards of glass or whatever it was. So that's pretty much all I used. So I was constantly trying to find something else because this is a little bulky. A lot of people wear like jeans and stuff. The pants I seem to always wear are just kind of, it's like nylon ripstop. Very lightweight, but it's wind resistant, it's waterproof, or at least it dries out very quickly. It's like 100% nylon. But the thing about these, they do not have a cargo pocket. They just basically have those two front pockets and a pocket in the back. So I just have 2 pockets on the side. So I can't really carry that much stuff. But these are my favorite kind of pants to wear because they're very flexible, lightweight, and they don't hold in water and stuff. And they're very actually warm because where I live is North Carolina, so we don't really have that much cold weather. So these are actually really, I wear these year round. But I don't have like cargo pants or jeans that have a lot of different pockets, so I just kind of have to pick and choose what I carry. So the thing about those pants, they're kind of loose fitting, so this knife is very bulky in those pockets, and you can definitely feel it. So I wanted something that would kind of reduce the amount of tools just down to what I actually use. So I've finally found it, and this is the Victorinox Bantam. It has the knife and a combination tool of the bottle opener, can opener, and this also works with pretty much all of the Phillips I've tried, and it's a flathead screwdriver, and it's a little prying tool. There's a lot of little jobs or tasks that you'll find yourself doing, or at least I do, where you have to pry open like a pull tab on a can, or I was changing the vents at one point for my grandpa, for like the vents in his house, and they have those like tabs on them, and I ended up prying that open with that tool instead of obviously using the knife blade. So you get pretty much all the utility I need in just that one tool, and the best part is you also get the toothpick and tweezers, obviously. But this one is only 1 layer. So this thing is very, very lightweight, and it cuts down a ton on space in my pocket. So that is the Swiss Army knife I carry now, and this is about $25. I actually had this given to me as a gift. I ended up breaking this whole door handle one time. I dropped it on the concrete accidentally, but that's okay. but this was $15. I got this off Amazon. So yeah, that's my Swiss Army knife. Only knife I really carry, only multi-tool I carry, but I've never found myself really needing more than what's on this. I used to carry a lighter on me, and I used to have it. This one doesn't have it. I used to put like a zip tie, and it was like for emergencies if I would need to start a fire. I since have kind of not carried a lighter because I didn't really want all that space in my pocket filled up, so I would carry this, which is shorter. But I just ended up not using the lighter at all, really. So I just have done away. I don't carry a lighter anymore. I do have like a little ferro rod, which I take hiking. But again, I'm gonna have the larger one with me. So I'm just kind of rambling. This is just kind of a fun little discussion. I also carry, again, pretty much wherever I go. I have a pair of sunglasses. I do carry, and I actually make these, which is kind of neat. These little duct tape rolls. So pretty much to make these, you can find, I kind of took different parts from YouTube. Basically just get a pen, take the pen apart just with the tube. I basically wrap about 5 or 6 feet around, so that's about, you get about 5 feet of duct tape. And then I just cut like a millimeter off the ends to make it a clean cut, and then I just put some 550 cord through and overhand knot, loop. So if you wanted to put this on a carabiner, you can easily do that. If you wanted to basically make this like a necklace type thing, you could just leave that knot undone, make the loop larger. So there's a lot of different options for that. And the idea with this is that you basically put your finger into this loop, you put your thumb into that loop, and then I leave a little extra that I fold over. So you basically just, this one's a little, I haven't used this one, see that? And you can unroll the tape like that. So pretty simple way to carry some duct tape, and I've actually used this several occasions. I went trick-or-treating with some kids, and one of the kids had, for his costume, had like a toy axe, and he was kind of young. I think he was about 6 or 7, and he was kind of getting upset that his axe was falling apart because it was just plastic and it wasn't really well made. So I ended up using some of the duct tape to fix it, and he was really happy to have that back. I kind of saved the day on that one, and all the other kids were like, "You carry duct tape? This guy's got everything." Even though I didn't really carry that much stuff. A lot of people carry more stuff than me, and I don't have like a bag, or like a bug out bag or something. I don't really do that. I have duct tape. You can do tons of stuff just for little quick fixes, and I make quite a few of them in one go because they don't last forever. Obviously, you use 5 feet of duct tape up quickly, but I have quite a few of them. So I just made a bunch, and you could easily make this. Again, just you wrap some tape around as thick as you want to get the duct tape, and then just tape it off, cut the ends, 550 cord, it's easy. So that's something I carry every day, and I barely know it's in my pocket. Yeah, you can pretty much do everything as long as you can cut duct tape. If you want to carry, I started out the year carrying a little bundle of 550 cord. Didn't really find myself ever using it that much, so I kind of have done away with that. The pretty much final thing, this is going to be a really short video once I edit it. I carry, this is more recent. A lot of people on YouTube, when I go and look at what their EDC is, they have like a notebook, and I actually like that. Again, the problem, I have those pants I wear, and pretty much every pair of pants doesn't have a cargo pocket, so I don't really want to have to carry a thick notebook. I like to carry something to write on, so like this is one I've used. It's just a thin, basically I take an index card, I put duct tape over it, so this is actually very durable. You can rip it, but it's not going to rip on its own. You're going to have to apply some force. So it's just duct taped. Hope you can see that. And then I just, my mom has a tool that she uses for like birthday cards and stuff. Basically, you can just clip it and round the corners, so I just do that, and it makes it kind of look better. And I made about, I think, 25 or 30 of these. So it's just like a little index card you can carry, and I'll carry 2 of these, and stuff I've written down on this one recently. I'll go into like a store and the radio will be playing, I'll hear a song and I like the song but I don't know what it's called, so maybe I'll write down a lyric like I have here, and then I'll go home, look it up on YouTube, and I'll find the song. So otherwise I would have forgot. Because also something I should mention, I don't have an iPhone. I don't really believe in carrying a phone. Like I have a flip phone if I have to make a call, but I don't really believe in the whole texting thing. I've never had an iPhone, never intend to. I just think it's kind of the wrong way that we're going. I don't really like praying to the phone the whole time. Your head's bowed to it, so I don't really like that. So I'm just kind of old-fashioned that way. Also, you could write addresses, phone numbers, names, whatever you would really want. If you have kids, you could carry something like this, and they could just draw on it to kill time or something. That's, again, something I carry, and to go with that, I have... I started out carrying a pen, just regular size pen. That is kind of... There's a lot of space that uses up in my pocket. It's just very lengthy. I don't really like... I like stuff that's more miniature, so I actually had an idea to cut the ink cartridge down and then cut the tube down and then just refit it. So this is a pen, just a regular size pen. This is one of my pens. Okay, so I basically take it almost half of the length of that pen off. Basically all you have to do is take it apart, cut the ink cartridge down so it's shorter. You cut the tube shorter and then you just refit it. Some pens are more one piece. You can basically take that apart, cut the ink cartridge, it's all the same, and just refit it. And so now I have like a mini pen. So it's long enough to write, but it's just shorter. So that's something I kind of came up with, and I have 2 of those because the ink cartridge obviously isn't as long, so it will run out quicker. But these pens you can get for like a few bucks. You can get like 30 or 20 of them or whatever it is, so they're not really, it's pretty cheap. So I'll switch these out when they run out of ink, and I don't use these. These are not like an everyday, these are not like a constant use is what I should say, because I do carry these every day, and this is actually the thing I use the most at my EDC. That's pretty much my EDC, guys. Again, just duct tape. Always carry the duct tape. Always carry a Swiss Army knife. Just a few cards to write, and a pen. Now, a few things I would like to add in the coming year. I'd like to get a flashlight and a watch. Like I mentioned, I don't carry a phone, so I don't know the time. I'd like to have a watch so I can just quickly look and see what time it is. That's actually really valuable, especially if you're just walking out and about and it's like 9 o'clock. Plus, when daylight savings time kicks in, around here it gets a lot darker, a lot sooner, earlier in the day, so you can't really go by how dark it gets. Equates the time. That doesn't really work. So that's something I want, is a watch, and I want to get like a USB powered flashlight. I've had flashlights that have those like mini batteries. I don't really like those because they always seem to die on me. I would like to get a USB flashlight, so I'll have light, ability to fix and repair stuff with the duct tape. I can cut stuff and do stuff like that with the Swiss Army knife. I can write, and you pretty much cover all the bases. This is just a video I've wanted to make for a while, since I started carrying all this stuff, because I used to not carry anything, and now I just carry a few things. And I think this is reasonable. A lot of these people on YouTube seem to have like 500 items, and I kind of doubt that they carry all of those, or maybe they really try to, but I feel like this is pretty reasonable. It's just like a few items to carry every day. You're more likely to carry 5 or 6 items than like 30 or 40. Or have a bag on you. So I'd rather, pretty much, if you'll meet me somewhere, if you run into me and you're like, hey, that's Andrew from Outdoor Progression, basically I'm always going to have all this stuff. So yeah, you could ask me and I'll have all this stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I would like to make some more videos for this channel in the future. I'm kind of moving out of, I'm kind of transitioning more into urban stuff, not so much the woods anymore, which, you know, my channel is Outdoor Progression. I still like going outside. I just don't like necessarily the woods aspect of it, like bushcraft. I'm kind of just transitioning out of that. I've done it for so long that I just don't really have the interest in it anymore. Yeah, so I'll try to get some more videos for you guys. I guess you enjoyed the last couple I've put out. So, yeah, I'll try to keep things moving and make this channel more frequent. I've had quite a few subscribers in like the last couple weeks. So yeah, I'll try to make some more videos, and once I get my tripod, I'll go out in the woods and do like knife reviews and more testing and stuff. Somebody still wanted to see like a 1 year review on the Garberg, so I still plan to do that at some point when I have a tripod and the weather's good to go out there and test it for y'all. So have a good day. Hope y'all are doing well. Have a good 2019. Things just keep going by faster and faster. Take care. See you later.